What do we know about this judge and the timeline of when the vote could finally happen?
So the timeline is a little bit up in the air, although it seems very, very likely that it's going to happen before the end of the year. The question is, will it come before or after Election Day? Trump said that today he wants the Supreme Court picked before November 3rd. He thinks that it's going to be a net positive out there for Republicans. However, it remains to be seen a little bit. I mean, there are some lawmakers out there, Republicans, who are in very difficult races, who are representing states that lean heavily Democratic. And if they take this vote, that might mean that Democrats wind up with control of the Senate next year.
Emily, in terms of the impact potentially that this nomination and the filling over the Supreme Court vacancy could have on the coronavirus stimulus bill, I'm wondering the implications from that. And I just want to point out that we are, of course, just looking at live pictures there of the president. He's speaking, making comments at a rally in Dayton, Ohio at the moment.
So the chances for coronavirus stimulus, they didn't look good last week. They look even worse now. The battle for filling the Supreme Court vacancy, that's going to overshadow a lot of the Senate's work for the next several months, potentially to the end of the year. Also, keep in mind, the coronavirus stimulus bill is also competing for time and attention with a bill to fund the government before October 1st, because at that point we'd have a government shutdown, something that both sides have expressed they don't want, but there's yet still some negotiations and some agreement that needs to be reached before we have a bill to fund the government. So there are just two other big priorities right now, and there really hasn't been that much of any sort of indication that Republicans and Democrats are closer to an agreement.